everyone, and welcome to the Music is Our Hero podcast, hosted by Grammy Award winner Drea Young. This is the spot where we celebrate creativity, share stories, and lift each other up in the arts. Each episode will dive into conversations that inspire, empower, and spark new ideas, because art isn't just about what we make, it's about the community we build together. So grab a seat, get comfy, and let's grow in creativity side by side. The Music is Our Hero podcast, where creativity, community, and inspiration come to life.
All right, here I am today in Ambler, PA with Rich Stoller, right? Yeah.
You got it.
You are a video guy.
Video and audio. Yes,
Video and
correct.
audio. Okay. So when did all this start? What made you get into...
I'd say I think 2014 was the first time I started recording bands out in the live environment. I can give you a little history. 2012 was when I started a music page online on Facebook. My idea was to kind of provide a space where people could kind of get to know each other and look for different musical events that were happening out there, maybe connect and go see a show together. So I'm an Ambler Long resident, and I started a page called Ambler Live Music Scene on Facebook. So I was trying to connect with people in bands and people in the area to go see music in Ambler. Then after a couple of years, I decided, there's more of a larger space of bands playing, so I decided to change the name to something a little bit more spacious of our area. And I took suggestions online, and a friend suggested, how about SEPA Live Music Collective? So like the Southeast PA area, a lot of bands were playing in this area. So I was trying to connect with bands and people like that. And I just started putting out different events on my Facebook page. And then people started to connect and follow my page and go along from there. So that's kind of the basis of where it started.
So you just started for fun? Was it?
Yeah, it's all for fun. I do it for free. It's just
to this day? You're just having fun?
Yeah, having fun, enjoying connecting with other musical fans like myself, and also band members in this crazy network that we have in this area. There's a lot of talented musicians. So I just kind of try to support the live music scene and put the word out there to kind of help encourage people to get out of the couch and go see live music in our area. Okay.
I love that. That's amazing. So do you also have a date? Do you work too?
Yeah, I have a full-time job. So I actually work from home, which is very convenient.
Okay.
So I work from home. I actually work for a clinical research organization that gets trials and drugs out to patients on a clinical basis. So I've been doing that for probably close to 20 years. So.
Oh, wow.
That helps offset the free hobby that I like to do, is go out and record music. So.
Yeah, and I love that you treat it as a hobby, because some people, once it becomes a job, sometimes they don't like it as much.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
This is the luster when it's not a hobby and something that you look forward to.
Yeah, you're not expecting I'm only making this much money, I don't really want to do this gig, blah 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 blah. So what kind of things do you capture? What some examples of what you've done?
So what I do is, when I go out to see a band, I actually do 3 different things. I will stream the band through my Facebook page. So I'll go set up a mic stand with something similar to this, but on a mic stand, that I can stream the show through my Facebook page, so people can watch at home if they want to. It also creates awareness of the bands that some people may not have heard of before.
Right.
Then I'm also doing audio.
Do you get a lot of people watching those live?
I do, depending on the show and the venue. They can result in a couple hundred views the next day, people watching at home. And sometimes people are out, I'm usually recording Friday or Saturday nights, so people are out doing their own thing. And then the next day they've said to me, hey, I wanted to see where you were at, so I watched your stream the next day. So it's something they can't catch. They can't be everywhere, but they can watch the band the next day. So that's nice.
That's cool.
Yeah, I also do audio recordings. So I'll put microphones in the air depending on the venue, and then I record that to a recording deck. And then I also have a little 4K camera that I use here. It's a Panasonic, and I put that on the mic stand. I'll capture 4K video of the full set, and then we'll put that out on the YouTube later. So people have a couple different mediums that they can watch the band or listen to it.
All right. That's super cool.
A lot to keep track of, and a lot of buttons to push when you're out there seeing music. But I enjoy doing it.
Yeah. And so you record you just with some microphones. You said you don't. What do you end up matching the audio with the video and everything, or what do you
That's a
do?
good question. Sometimes I do. I actually have a friend, and I have to give him a shout out, Bob Drea Young.
We always got to give shout outs in this podcast.
He's a West Coast guy, and we just connected online, and he's retired, and he appreciates helping me out. So it kind of takes a village sometimes doing this, because I'm doing like streaming and audio is kind of where I really got my start in doing taping things like this. So what I'll do is I'll take the 4K video and I'll put it up at night. And then the next day I'll send him the audio and he'll sync it for me.
Okay.
So he takes the time to do that, and then he'll send it back, and then I'm able to put that up on YouTube. So
Okay. When you started this like early 2000s?
2014 somewhere. In
Oh,
there.
2014. So it wasn't too long ago.
Yeah.
I was wondering if like
Like
your
10 years ago
technology,
or something.
have you been using the same stuff the whole time, or did you like buy new stuff?
Good question.
In the process?
I've progressed. So when I first started, I was using like $200 Rode M5 microphones. So kind of get to know the environment and things like that and what I was doing. So then after a while, I kind of increased my budget and what I was able to afford. And I got AKG microphones that I use now for the most part. So the AKG microphones that I have, they come with 3 different caps. One's Omni for like kind of an outside, like wide range when you're recording where it's not real chatty. And then I also have cardioid and hypers. So hypers kind of shoot right through to the source. And when I recorded Ardmore Music Hall, a lot I use those because those get a nice direct source from the speakers that are above you. So it's a couple different things. You're looking at the environment, you're looking at the band and things, and what you're trying to get the best sound pull for people to listen to the next day.
Yeah. So you have all your mics, and then what do you have them going into a mixer? I guess.
How do
you record the audio?
I just have them go into a recording deck. So I actually have 2 of my recording decks here to show off. So this is the one I use when I have a 4-track.
Oh, okay. One of these things. I've never used these.
This is a Zoom H6.
Okay.
So it has 4 XLRs. So these 2 I will put like the microphones into, and then if I'm in a room that has a soundboard patch, I'll try to make friends with the front of house sound engineer and ask for a soundboard patch. I'll put it in there. So then I'll get both sources. And then if they're in the right spot, I can just kind of sync them together. Or if they're different spaces of the room, I need to sync those together so they connect.
You just sync what together?
The sources. So if I'm far away from the stage and my microphones are far away from the stage, but I'm getting a soundboard patch, which is more immediate, the sound's going to be 2 different waves. So they have to be synced together. So there's no like clap back.
Okay. And how do you sync them? You have to move the mics?
I use a software program called Audacity.
Oh,
and that
Audacity.
kind of just kind of sync them together so they look good, and then output that as a new product. So.
Audacity is the it's free software, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I use all free software to do my process.
Yeah. Well, you might as well. I mean, you're donating your time.
Yes.
So why not? Why not? And that's nice that they have that Audacity. Do you ever make so everything you do basically is live shows?
Yes.
Like, do you ever cut videos and do all that for bands, or is it just basically their show and that's?
Sometimes I'll pull a song or 2 out for a band if they're looking to kind of isolate a song. That's not my favorite thing to do, but I could do that. And also sometimes what I do is I'll stream a set, and then I'll take video from my phone of a song or 2, and then that's good to go. So then the next day I can just put that up. So here you go.
Yeah.
Here's your song isolated of the second set. So depending on what kind of mood I'm in, I'll stream a set and then just put some tracks up so people could have like a single set. Because a lot of times I know it's like an hour and a half video. They're not going to watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
And a lot of times I'll watch like 10 seconds of it, but it's out there for people who want to watch the whole thing. But sometimes it's just nice to have like a 5-minute video of a song where they can watch and enjoy. So.
Now, these bands that you do this for, do they do anything like to show appreciation?
They do. And I do have a few bands. So occasionally I do this for free, and I spend a lot of time on gas driving around, but sometimes I'll open up my Venmo and my PayPal like twice a year and say, hey, if anybody feels inspired to donate, here's the links. Feel free to kick in. A lot of bands recently I've been kicking in a little bit as a thank you for my time going and doing the audio and video, which I always appreciate all the bands that do that, which is very nice. It helps out. So
Yeah, and it gives it that community feel that
Yeah.
we're all kind of like trying to do.
yeah,
You know?
But I don't want bands to feel needed
Obligated.
to do that. I just do it for fun and
Right.
free. It's like a hobby, but the donation link is there if you're inspired and they appreciate it. And a lot of bands are kind enough to put me on a guest list for shows. Like, hey, they know I'm coming and
Yeah.
they know what they're going to get out of it. So put me on a guest list, and that's always appreciated as well.
Yeah, yeah. And do they know, like, do you talk to anyone before? Do you just like show up to shows and then set up, or?
Sometimes, depending on the room, like Ardmore is a bigger room, and I'm friends with a few bands that will play there, and I'll say, hey, I'm coming down. Do you mind putting me on the guest list? And they're always usually pretty accommodating with that. But other times I just show up. Like I see and tape a lot of Grateful Dead tribute bands in the area. It's just something I do, and
Yeah.
the
That shirt looks like a brand new shirt. Is it?
No, I've had it for a while.
That is a good tie dye.
It's fresh. This is from the Bridgeport Rib House.
Yeah, that is a good. I mean, it looks like it was just made,
Yeah,
right?
I've worn it a couple times.
Yeah. Oh, that's it though. It is kind of new.
Yeah, 6 months or so.
Okay.
They gave this to me. And
Oh, the
another thing is a
the
lot of
Dead
bands-
did, or no, the tribute
Bridgeport
band.
Rib House. Bridgeport Rib House.
I don't know what that is.
It's in Bridgeport. They serve ribs, and they have music there every Sunday for Grateful Dead tribute bands every Sunday afternoon. And
Every Sunday afternoon they have Dead tribute bands.
4 to 8 o'clock. It's
Wow.
my favorite place to be.
Wow.
And they also book
That's
music
phenomenal.
for free Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Melissa is the owner of the Bridgeport Rib House, and she does an excellent job, logistics of coordinating all these local bands to play at her venue. So
And so they must make like. So is this place pretty big? Like, do they make? I mean, so they have food and drink. So it's free shows, but they pay the bands.
yeah. So they're making money off the patrons coming in, buying food and beverages, and then
Yeah.
they're compensating the bands a percentage, from what I understand, of how many people they bring in, how much money they bring in during that performance.
All right. Cool. Yeah, it's a nice
Yeah.
shirt
Thank you.
with the. Oh, that's why there's pigs on it.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. You should go there sometime. It's fun.
Where is it? Near here? I don't eat meat.
It's kind of on the way toward King of Prussia, so it's a bit of a drive for you, but it's
Okay.
a good space. And she's turned it into a really nice Sunday afternoon. It gets pretty packed with a lot of people hanging out.
Maybe I can
but
put her on the podcast.
She would love that.
But I love that what we were talking about with the bands. I mean, it's kind of the same idea with this podcast that we were when I was setting up. You know, it is nice. You know, you want to show your appreciation, cool. But I'm doing this regardless. But it's nice because that's my whole idea with this, and is the community thing. Because I say it in every podcast, like that's what we have is each other. We live in a mad world, and the more we all help out each other,
True.
especially in the arts, and just have fun. What is like a chaotic moment of like if there's anything that you can remember and you were recording and it was just chaos?
Well, there's some venues in the city that are difficult getting your gear into. There's some larger venues like the Met, Fillmore, that they're not too excited to see someone like me come in with a microphone stand because it could be a weapon. I'm not using it as a weapon. And then they have to ask someone else questions like, is this allowed in? So it takes a while to kind of get to know the venue and get approval ahead of time to get your gear in. So I'm doing this for free, but I've also had times where I've walked up to the venue with my gear and they're like, no. So you have to kind of walk it back to the car. So that's a stressful, annoying thing. That doesn't happen very often, but it happens occasionally.
Is it something if you called it in advance, or is it like venues that you can never talk to anybody?
No one responds. They
Right.
have emails, and it's like, if you have any questions, send
They
us
don't
this
care.
email, but very rarely do they respond. So I try to, for the larger venues, I try to reach out ahead of time and get approval, but for the most part, it's non-responsive, so you just take a chance. But
Yeah.
so that doesn't happen often, but it's annoying when it does. So.
Yeah. What about stuff like lighting and, you know, is the lighting normally good, or how do you work with the lighting, or is it just what it is? It is.
Yeah, what it is. I don't bring any lighting, so I just try to get in a good spot. I'm trying to, some of the local spots, mostly like brew pubs, things like that, I try to get in front of like a post or something so my gear isn't in front of other people's view. It's your night out. I want you to enjoy yourself. I don't want you to be looking out all this stuff. You're trying to look at the band. You're trying not to look through my screen and stuff like that. So I try to keep that in mind when I'm going out and recording bands. But I try to get in a good spot, central as possible for sound. But the light is something that's out of my control. Just do the best I can with it.
Yeah, and a lot of times, I mean, I guess some shows have enough lighting. and
Yeah.
haze to make it look cool. Because you're just doing the live thing, so it's not all complicated. What's all this stuff? So you showed us 2 of these things, right?
Yeah,
This
so
is a little tripod.
This is kind of a little tripod. It's pretty cool that I kind of suggested. Some of my friends, I love them, but they'll like stream a show and they'll be dancing while they're streaming, and it's a little bit dizzy the next day. And I was
Right.
like, I love you. Why don't you try to get one of these? You know, and then you kind of you can dance and just be relaxed, and you just kind of put your phone there. And I'm encouraging you to do video and stream if you're feeling inspired, but then you can dance and relax, and it's a better experience for your friends at home the next day.
But do they ever hold this? Because is there really tables to put? I guess it depends on the
there's-
show, right?
Yeah, it depends on the location, things like that. So I don't use this very often because I usually use my mic stand, and that's more freestanding. But this is something I used when I first started getting started, and I would find like a little table to kind of put it on
Yeah.
to do streaming and video.
Nice.
This gem here, my friend Jay from Crickets and Cicadas showed me. This thing goes 6 feet high. It's great, and I can carry this.
What is it?
This is a stand for your phone.
Oh,
you
okay.
put
So
that
now
in.
you've advanced. So you got that after that.
Yes, this was
Yeah, I can see the
V1 version 1, and
Right.
then I was hanging out at a show and I saw this. I was like, look at that thing, and then this goes all the way
Oh
up.
wow!
Isn't that great? So then you could,
And it goes up to 6 feet.
well, a little bit higher than that. But then you can just put your phone in there, and then you can kind of keep it over to the side where you're hopefully not disturbing people. So it's not super high. You're going to be it, but it's a new.
Well, you said it's a little over 6 feet, right? So
Yeah,
that's nice.
and
That
my
would be
wife-
easier to carry around than that tripod.
My wife likes this one because it's more compact. And
Yeah.
she's not a big fan of me bringing the big mic stand in when we're going out on date night and hanging out. So
Oh, these are date nights that you're doing this.
like, not all the time.
I know. Yeah.
Occasionally we do
Right.
we do recording on date night. We try not to do recording on all the date nights. So
Yeah.
try to keep that separated.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah. Did we look at everything?
Got 2 other things here. This is my other recording deck I use. This is a Zoom F3, and this is the one I use almost all the time. Look at how cute that is.
Yeah.
Nice and tight. So this does 32-bit, so you can't clip on it. So you can basically set this up, hit record, and you're good to go. So you don't do any adjustments while you're recording. And then you do all the processing when you get home later. So you're not really maintaining, like with this F6, you're checking all the levels, make sure you're not clipping and make sure everything looks good. This, you just go and hit record. So I use this at Ardmore a lot. So I'll go in there, I'll set up my mic stand, I'll hit record, and then at the end of the set break, I'll just hit stop, and then you're doing processing at the end. But,
So it automatically just doesn't clip.
no, it doesn't clip. So then you can just kind of do your amplification and normalize and things like that.
Yeah, all these
afterwards.
Zoom things. I never used any of these things.
Yeah,
But they seem-
it's a great little unit. So that's how I do most of my audio recording. And then what I do with that is when I get home, I put my recordings on a place called archive.org. And that's another free website that holds all tapers recordings. So they have different bands, collections set up there. So that's another thing I've actually done, if I can digress a little bit, is connect with some of these bands and get them set up, collections set up on Archive, so they have a place to put their recordings. So a lot of these like Grateful Dead tribute bands that I've become friends with, they didn't have a presence on Archive, and then I kind of connected with them, got approval, and then connected with the Archive moderators to get a collection page set up. So then when you go and upload it, they have a page set up so you put it underneath there so they can go back and they can listen to their shows they want to, or they can share it out with their fans, things like that. So
Wow.
it's all free.
That's super cool. You are doing cool things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to. It's
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
The bands seem to appreciate it. The fans seem to appreciate it, and that's what it's all about. So
Yeah.
they can go back and say, hey, you know, what did we play at this venue 2 months ago? Instead of having like a set list, you have like an actual live web page that has the songs present you can listen to.
And you recorded the things on there.
Yeah, so I
right?
record and put that up, and then people can download if they want to, or they can. The other thing that's interesting about Archive is it floats into an app called Re-Listen, and you have a Re-Listen app, and you can take it on your phone, and you can go and click on any band. So other tapers can put all these recordings in this one place, and the higher level bands float in Re-Listen. You can listen on your phone. So when I walk the dog or go for a walk, I'll take out re-listen. I'll listen to one of my recordings I did a while ago and just go for a walk and listen to it through headphones. It's great.
I'll have to check all this out. So this is all. So I know you have a YouTube page.
Yes.
Is that have links to everything you're talking about, or what? Where's this archive thing at?
So archive is www.archive.org, and my taper name is Papa Funk with a PH because I'm a Papa and I like the funk. So you can go archive and search Papa Funk, and there are over 2,300 recordings.
Wow.
On the archive page underneath my name.
And if I forgot that, or if someone whatever, is this also like on your? So you have a YouTube, you have a Facebook, and then do those have links to find this archive, or is this something we just gotta remember?
Yeah, I have a link on my personal Facebook page to my archive page. So there's a link under there in the bio that you can click on it. You can see all the recordings there. And then on my YouTube page, so I also have a SEPA Live. Some people pronounce it SEPA Live.
I like it because it's almost like SEPTA.
Yeah. Some of that.
Not that SEPTA's the...
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm trying to keep it separate from SEPTA, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Southeast...
PA is what I was going for. Because there's a NEPA Live that has a pretty big presence up in Northeast PA.
Or it could be Southeast Pennsylvania
I see
audio.
Checking out my fancy artwork here.
You're working on a logo?
This is my branding. This is my logo. Non-AI created.
Are you going to use that actual thing, or are you going to put it in a computer? And
that's my pic. I drew this. I took a picture, and that's my
it.
profile on my Facebook page.
It's like cool to be a human these days.
Nice and simple. There you go. People say they can find it.
It's not taking long for it to be uncool. The AI. That's a beautiful logo.
Thank you.
I made this one.
That is very cool as
Back
well.
in 2021, I made that logo. I love that logo.
Can we give Rick and Lydia a shout out while we're having this little moment here?
Of course.
Rick and Lydia, thank you for connecting us. We would not have connected without your network and your suggestion of us coming together. So I appreciate you guys and everything you guys do for the community.
Their festival, this will be my 3rd year running the sound. It's my favorite time of year.
Cool.
It's all good vibes.
I hope to get up there this year.
But yeah, shout out to Licky and Rydia. They know I like to say that. What's one of the most like special moments you think that you've recorded? If you have one.
That's a big question.
It is a big question. Because you have how many videos in your archive?
There's a lot of videos out there. I think I'm approaching 4,000 videos, not all full sets, but there's like 4,000 videos on my SEPA Live video page, and then there's like 2,000 audio. So with the audio, it's mostly my recordings, but sometimes I help out other tapers. Some tapers, it's like a taper community. I'll just talk about that a little bit. So for some of the festivals that we go to, and one, that poster right there, the Delfest poster, that's kind of where I started getting into a community of tapers, where there was a bunch of people set up by the soundboard, other people. Like I wasn't the only weirdo, like bringing my mic stand and stuff to go record the bands. There's other weirdos there too that like to do this. So we started talking, and then some of it had been doing it for like 20 years, and they had taped the Dead back in the day. And it's a nice like bluegrass community, and that's kind of where I got my start. Kind of talking to other tapers and getting a good feel and setting up at the soundboard. So I got some really nice recordings there. And probably one of my favorite recordings is Billy Strings, who I love. He's blown up, and he sells out huge venues right now, like 15, 20,000 person venues. But way back in the day in 2018.
And that's like blue. I never listened. I'll have to check it out.
It's like bluegrass, kind of a high-paced bluegrass. He's a very talented guitar player. And he used to play, they have a late night at Delfest where they have like a separate music hall stage. So it's separated from the festival, and you can buy a ticket for $20, $25, something like that. And they play from like 12 to 4 o'clock in the morning. So they'll play 2 sets late night, and I recorded them 2 times there.
12 a.m. to 4 a.m.
Yes, so midnight to 4 a.m. So the people that have been drinking and partying all day at the festival, they roll into this music hall.
They love it.
And it is a party. It's a good time. So it was back before Billy blew things up, and you could see him in I'd say maybe 500 seat venue. And I was the only taper there late night, record 2 of his shows, 2 successive years. And those are probably my favorite recordings that I have out there. So they're on archive. Each recording has like 10,000 listens. You can also track how many people have listened to your recording. There's like a little software program built in, so you can kind of go back in a couple of weeks and a couple of years later and see how many people have clicked and listened to it. So that's kind of a positive reinforcement. Like, people are enjoying this.
Yeah.
That's 10,000 listens. So
And you got it like before he like got
he
real
blew
big.
up. Yeah. So it was
That's
kind of
cool.
a good place to be in.
Yeah, and that could happen more. So I wonder what would happen if anybody like blew up so much and then they're all of a sudden they got managers and stuff and they'd be like, you got to take this down. That'd be annoying.
That would be annoying.
I guess it hasn't happened yet.
Not yet that I know of, because most bands see and appreciate the marketing that tapers are putting out there. It's usually really good products. It's not like we're taping crap and putting it out there. We're trying to do our best to capture the moments that we're sitting in the sweet spot between the speakers. We're trying to get a really good recording that people can listen to in their cars and appreciate. So it's,
I think that would be more like if someone went like major label. Like, I think the bands and stuff that we're talking about are very community driven in their own way.
Yeah.
That they're not gonna.
Yeah, like somebody like I don't know. I don't know why Tool just came to mind, but something like large like that, like they might not want tapers taping their stuff because they probably have their own like musical engineering.
Well, at that
stuff.
point, it's because also it might not be the band. Actually, it's everyone else involved in their career that's making money off of them. So they're like, you can't make money off of.
We can,
and you're not
this.
even making money, but
Yeah.
you're gonna make a chance that people can see something that we don't. Calm down.
Yeah.
What if a band like do you have bands reach out to you? Like, if a band was interested in what you do, like, can they reach out and be like, hey,
all the time,
really,
every week,
really?
and then I have to make decisions, which is tough because a lot of bands I've become friends with, like, hey, I didn't know if you're busy next Saturday, but we got a gig here. Come on over and tape our show if you want, which is very nice. It's nice to be reached out to.
Yeah.
But then you kind of have to make decisions of what's a good drive, a good venue, things like that. Because I want to support everybody, but there's a lot of bands in this area that are playing right now that I basically do this for free, which is fun to kind of capture the moments. So not to be cocky about it, but a lot of bands do reach out, which is nice. It's nice to be appreciated, but I'm only one person. I wish there was like a few
and you're
of me
giving
that
your
did
time.
this.
Yeah.
But
if they reach out, they should definitely like, I mean, you get a free ticket, but you know, yeah, you're doing a lot. Is there anything like different that when you do record these bands, like, is there anything that you tell them to make a better, or is it all just like pretty natural, like to make a better recording, or is it pretty natural? I feel like it's pretty natural.
Yeah, for the most part, I'm just kind of there, and I don't want to affect a band's performance.
Yeah.
Like, I don't usually request songs or things like that. Sometimes, like when I record at 118 North and Ardmore Music Hall, occasionally I'll get a soundboard patch, but that's more me interacting with the front of house sound person. And I'll just ask for like a soundboard patch, and if the band's cool with that, I always try to ask approval of the band. Most of the bands I'm friends with now, I always ask first, like, are you okay if I stream? Are you okay if I do video and audio? And they're always like, yeah. So that after I ask that the first time, it's just assumed that they're cool with me setting up gear and taping and doing all that stuff. But the front of the house people is someone I try to have a good friendship with, where I can kind of keep an eye on the levels coming in if I need to tweak it down. But for the most part, the rooms in this area that are the sound's great, so I don't really have to do too much. Yeah, adjusting things along those lines.
And I love that you just like are doing this because, you know, I really feel like this is an industry that, like, school's great. I went to school. I paid $90-some thousand in debt off, which means I'm getting older, but I paid it off. But it's like really an industry that you learn by doing. So it's frustrating because school's not going to go away, obviously, because it's a moneymaker. But it's like, you know, with recording, like audio and stuff that I do. You know, back in the day, you went into the studio, you took the trash out, you learned whatever. Like, you know, you're just doing whatever, you're learning as you go. You didn't spend all this money on school to go do this. And it just kind of like reinforces that thought that like you can just do these things.
Yeah.
And
I'm not
cool.
sure how I even got into it. I just started doing it. And now it's like every weekend, I'm like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm out recording some sort of band somewhere. I don't even... I very rarely go out and see music and don't record. Like, I don't know what to do with myself. I'm just out there like dancing.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't have any buttons to look at. And my wife's like, are you okay? Because you're not recording anything? I was like, it does feel a little weird. But,
yeah. I know what you mean. Because as a DJ, I like, for some reason, feel weird. And it's like, why don't you just, and I'm like, no, I know. I mean, I
still
do
have fun?
dance. I act like I don't dance, and I used to love dancing when I was younger, but now it's like I've been behind the board for so long, and yeah, I don't know what to do either. It's like that's where I feel comfortable, like pushing the buttons and doing this and doing that. So I understand what you mean. Like, she's like, "Are you okay?"
It's a hobby / addiction.
It is. It's weird. The music.
How did we end up here?
I don't know. The music thing is weird.
Music,
like
this right here.
I know. It's somehow you get
it draws us and draws people together.
And it somehow it does do something to our brains and it's not even necessarily like yours is video. Like now I'm getting back into the studio and it's like I just want to keep going in there and like I like obsessed. Like you get obsessed. Like what is the obsession? I don't know. Like when you're finishing a mix, like right now I have a mix and it's like every day I've been thinking like, oh, I should just go into the studio and finish that. Cause I used to work from home and I would just go into the thing, but now I have to go somewhere. It's like a half hour away. And it is crazy how you just get kind of obsessed with it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how and the music is involved, obviously.
No,
but it's not. It's also the technical aspect. Like, do we get endorphin? Like, what's happening? Something's happening for that to happen to us. Like, our chemicals are being played with.
And that's the other thing. When I come home from a show, I'm a little amped up from the experience, and like I want to kind of start things. So like each component do something, like the audio and the video. So it's like, oh, I want to hear how this sounds, So sometimes when I come home at night, I'll put the audio on and the video gets the video because each 4K video set takes about three hours to upload. So I'll start it and I'll put another video next to it, just like playing. So that'll like go. And then in the morning, that one's done. So I can share with my friend that syncs it for me. But sometimes I'll do the audio, I'll just amplify it a little bit and tune it in. And then I'll work on it tomorrow. And it's like, well, I'm up. I could just track it out right now and just get it done.
I know. I'll be DJing and that'll be happening.
It's like, look, go get some sleep. Stop playing with this right now. It's 2:00 in the morning. And
it's going to be better to get some sleep. Yeah, I'll do that because it's like a lot of times, sometimes I'm only 15 or 20 minutes away from the studio. And I'll be like, I could go to the studio right after I'm done DJing and I could just, and then it does turn into Drea. Like, honestly,
slow down,
get some sleep, knock it off, and you're going to be a better work. You're going to do better.
Yeah, the next day, nice
the
and
next
fresh.
day or whenever you get some rest. I think I'm going to go to the studio after this. Actually, I have to figure out how far away it is. It's in Port Richmond. So on your YouTube channel, obviously it's all these bands. So you can't really, you can grow that channel, but you can't really monetize that channel. Or can you? Because everything's.
I have a little monetization in the background set up. Somehow I set something up and I make about $100.
Somehow? You don't know how?
I went and clicked some buttons and got it set up so to monetize my videos, but the videos have to be original music. And almost 95% of the bands I record are covers. So I can't click monetization on those videos.
Right.
So when I upload it shows if a content is being claimed by another party. So it's almost 95% of the time that another party is claiming that content because I record a lot of Grateful Dead music. That's all copyrighted. So I'll put up those videos and sometimes an original song or two, or they won't catch it, they'll get through. So I get like $100 every 6 months off my YouTube channel.
You do?
Off my 3,500 videos. I just hit click and then it comes through. So
that's how many you have on YouTube?
Yeah, 3,500 videos up there. So
wow. I love what you're doing. This is amazing. Like I am just so excited to meet you. I'm so excited to meet you too because I haven't met anybody in this journey yet. And every season, like this is the beginning of the season. This one will come out if April 13th is a Monday. Yes, this is going to come out on 4/20.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Celebration.
Yes. We had specific instructions from the wife not to talk about
I don't know why, but I like that day.
So we're going to actually put yours out on 4/20. It's going to be perfect.
Awesome.
That is awesome.
Celebrate.
Yeah, that is awesome. It's good. It works out perfect. But yeah, so this season's just starting out, and like last season, I didn't know all the people I was going to end up meeting in that season, and I was talking to you about that event I want to have. So it's really exciting to have met you now because you're another piece of this puzzle of all these people.
Our music network is thick.
Yeah.
in our area.
Yeah, it's making me want to make a festival, but I don't want to compete with the Grateful Day Trippers. We'll just collaborate with them.
There you go.
Is there anything? So you have your archive, you have your YouTube channel. Do you do anything on other Facebook? Do you do anything else on like TikTok or any of those? No. Yeah,
those
just
three
keep
are
it simple.
plenty. Yeah,
Yeah, keep it. That's what I learned.
Those three are plenty to maintain. So
Just enough. You just got to get the word out. Like I have a TikTok and a Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. And when I first started this podcast, I was like, because I have to make the promo that it's out, and then even just putting that, and I wasn't getting much. Like I care about growing my Twitter or my TikTok. It's just I never really. And I just cut them out. I even took the things. I kept the handles because Music is Our Hero. I just think is genius. So I just want to make sure I still own it.
You might bounce back to them later. You never know.
You never know. And you don't know where those social media platforms are going to go because everything is like obviously always evolving and it's you never know what's next. Yeah. So I might go back.
Yeah. It's good to have.
So I'm like, I'm keeping that, but I'm not posting. It's just too much.
Yeah.
When you start doing it everywhere, you're like, this is madness. And then people are like, oh, you can use this app and it can just go to all of them. I'm like, but then it doesn't look like authentic because it's like you could type something one way on Facebook, but it's another way on Instagram. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you could tell. And then it looks like I'd rather put the effort in and like do it right than just take the easy way out and be like, and then it not even be like right on everything. So anyways, yeah. So yeah, you have plenty of whatever. That's a lot of storage space.
So yeah. So when I put the video up, the 4K video is large space. So I pretty much put it up and then I delete it. I don't have space to keep the video.
You delete it. Yeah. I delete these too. Yeah.
So once it's on YouTube, I'm just trusting YouTube will never go away because that has all my videos.
Well, your archive does.
So archive has, and I save those like the wave recordings. I have like a little external drive that I'll put all those on.
So the audio you keep.
Yeah, the audio I keep. So I keep that separate just in case some band gets big 3 years ago and they want their wave file from like 3 years ago. I have it. It's on
and that's when it's worth money.
Hasn't happened yet, but it's there in case any bands want a full.
You could always let them, like you could tell Billy Strings, like, hey, I have this. Do you want this?
I gotcha.
You know what I mean? Just give me a shout.
Yeah.
I was thinking about how much, because I know with recording these podcasts, it's like a lot of space. And I've been keeping the final edit and the final audio. And so we'll see how fast hard drives fill up.
Yeah. They're not that expensive, but it's another expense where you're kind of saving that data somewhere. So just in case you need it, but it's good to have that backup.
Yeah, and I'm definitely a hard drive girl. I refuse to like the phone, the iCloud for the pictures. Like, oh, you want to pay? I'm like, no, I'm not paying.
I don't trust that.
I do pay like $1 a month for like 50 gigs or something. I pay something for something more. I just put everything on a hard drive.
Yeah.
These people that don't put anything on a hard drive.
It's a peace of mind. I have a bunch of hard drives.
It is a peace of mind too, because it's like chaotic to think about like everything on your phone. To me, it is.
Yeah.
Like, so I have to get like these pictures off, and I got to get these things off because I can't function. It's just too much. And when are you going to even look at all these pictures? And the next thing you know, then that's when when you have your phone and then you just start, you're looking for one thing and now you're showing your friend like every picture. Like this was when, all I wanted to see was the first one. Like
deep in my phone all
you
of
get
a sudden.
deep, and yeah, that happens to people. They get deep in. All right. So do you have anything else that you want to talk about?
I just wanted to show my one thing here, which is kind of cool. This is my Seep Alive set list book. So after the show, I try to ask the band for a set list.
Okay.
And I'll toss it in here afterwards. And it also helps me kind of track down the songs. When I'm tracking them out, I have to name each song. So sometimes when I don't know the songs, this is my pass for Dogs in a Pile. They gave me a guest pass, which is very nice.
Awesome.
So that was kind of cool.
Wow. This is a lot of set lists. Do you have dates on them?
This one is even a plate.
Yeah, you gotta love the plate set
list.
list.
I used to keep them organized, and I just kind of toss them in there. But
you don't have the date, like when they're all from?
No, like some of them have it on there.
Yeah,
but some,
those are the organized bands.
Yeah, like Soul Live.
This band, we can tell the difference between these two bands.
Yes, exactly. But they wrote it down. That's good. You actually read it. A lot of times you can't even read it. Like, what is that word?
That's why they didn't write it on the floor.
I thought it was just kind of something cool. I thought I'd share.
Yeah, that is super cool.
It's a good thing. So when I ask you for your set list, it goes in here.
Yeah,
has a special place in my heart.
Yeah, that is real cool.
Well, good. That's all I had to share.
Awesome. Is that all the stuff? Yeah.
Yeah, I think I shared everything. These are microphones that I use too. These are kind of cool. These are little things that keep the when they're outside, keep the wind away.
Yeah.
So
Oh, okay. Oh, are these like condenser mics or dynamics?
These are condenser.
Okay.
So these
They
are,
remind me of the little ones I've been using in the studio, the KM 184s.
oh, Newmans.
Newmans, yeah.
Those are good.
I just I'm like learning my way around, so they're letting me just like bring people in just to track, and I just brought a drummer in the other day, and oh my god, like I had how many mics? I had like almost 10 mics on this kit. I was like, oh, this is gonna be overkill. We don't need this many, and it sounded
fantastic.
Oh my god! But I did have the
but then you feel like you need to do that every time now.
I will do it every time because it was actually really easy what I did, and I didn't expect it to sound so good, and then it was just another like reinforcement.
I like the sound engineers and like the drum kit because you can tell the difference, especially in the recording. You get a nice soundboard recording, you can tell all the fills and things like that.
Oh yes, if you're getting it from the board, you mean?
Yeah,
your sound. Yeah. There is a difference. I've lived my life the last couple decades like, oh, it doesn't matter. I was always like somebody, like even when I was like 20, like when technology was coming out, it was like, oh, and then like and thinking it could just do everything. And now it's like I realize that it can't do everything.
Oh, you do the best you can.
I don't know if you know what I mean at all. I've been into this stuff forever since I was a teenager. Like I had a 4-track. I had an actual 4-track in the 90s.
Nice.
I wish I still had it.
Start somewhere.
Yeah, it was awesome. I like could only record 4 tracks, and then I would bounce it down. Like I was really into 9 Inch Nails and all them back in the day, and so like I was just like trying to make like 9 Inch Nails sounding things, but you had to bounce the 4 tracks down, and then again, I wish I didn't sell it, but I did. I don't have any tapes anyways. I wouldn't be able to use it.
You could probably find one on eBay for
that's
$500.
I probably right. I don't want to buy one.
OJ4
I don't need to buy one. Then I got to buy tapes.
Yeah, you got enough going on.
I know. I don't even know if they sell. I know records are coming back, kind of like in this indie community, anyways. And I think even in the majors, they're making records. Like, but I don't think tapes are coming back.
No,
I don't think they need to.
I gave a few. There's a younger guy, Lucas, who is collecting Grateful Dead tapes, and I had a bunch that I had in the basement that I just haven't listened to for a while. So I went to the Rib House and I brought him all these tapes, and he seemed very appreciative because he listens to tapes and
you gave him to the
he's
tapes?
a younger guy, so I gave him my Grateful Dead tapes. Like, here you go. He seemed appreciative. They were just like collecting dust in the basement. So
that's nice
just
of you.
passing the music along, keeping it
That's nice of you
so
that you did that, even though you have such a heart for that band. Yeah. I have a whole boxes of some tapes, and the tapes are probably mostly like recordings of myself, like when I was younger, and also like making like mixtapes, like when the radio.
Oh, yeah.
Like how
I
cool
made
was
plenty
that?
of mixtapes.
How cool was that? You could record the radio and CDs. I gotta get rid of these things. They're just there. I'm not listening to them, but I haven't let go of them. So maybe
It's tough to give them up. Yeah,
it's like, but why? I'm not
like
gonna
a memory. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that's very impressive that you went and gave your Dead tapes away.
Yeah, well, he seemed to appreciate them. So, and I have CDs, so there's plenty of other mediums that are still.
You have plenty of dead
related
mediums.
stuff.
Yeah. Look at it, sunny.
Yeah, it's turned to a nice day.
That's fantastic. All right.
Thank you.
Do we have any more shout outs?
Thank you for your time today. This is wonderful.
Thank you for yours. I do have one more question. Yeah. I don't know if you know about the last question.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I didn't get to the end. I'll give a shout out to the Gem and Katie and Andrew.
Huge shout out to the Gem.
That's how I found this your podcast. You went up and interviewed them a while ago, and I really enjoyed that. So that's where I kind of got a good feel. I thought this would be a good sit down and chat from that. So good luck to the Gem. I love you guys. I wish you guys all the best.
Are you going to the show in a couple weeks? I forget what you said.
So.
Yeah. All right. So the last question is, how is music your hero?
Oh my goodness. It's going to make me emotional. I don't even know how to answer that. Music is my life. I don't even know how to put it into words. I don't know where I would be without music in my life. It just takes me to a happy place. I've been to so many like local, even at like a crowded brew pub. The band will be playing something, they will cut through and you can just focus on the band, the experience, and everyone dancing around you. It's just something this tribe in this area and the music fans that we have that go out and see the music together is just a wonderful thing. And sometimes it's not just going to see the band, it's going out and hanging out with friends, catching up that you haven't seen in a while. That's like half the experience, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just the experience that we are so lucky in this area to have so many talented musicians, venues that for the most part, it's free. You can go every weekend. I could find 5 different bars that have bands that are playing for free that they are kind enough to let us in, and they're paying the band out of us buying beers and beverages. Like, how wonderful is that we all make it work?
Yeah.
And some people I don't see for a while, and some people I see every week. And it gives us stories to kind of connect and an excuse to kind of get together and have a good time together.
Yeah.
That was a good question.
Yeah.
I'm emotional. I don't know
You did
why.
it. You made it through. I don't know. Maybe it just really, like, even before you started doing video, was music a huge part of your, like, it has always been, were you going to shows since you can remember? Or
Yeah,
like,
I was going to shows, like, even like reflect back to Delfest for a second. Like, we went there for 10 years in a row. We have 2 younger daughters, and our family would go there and camp out. And that was like an experience where we got to camp with our kids. They got comfortable with camping and being around other people. And music was just a backdrop of us just kind of walking around and camping and hanging out with each other. And we did it for 10 years. And we found other places that are nice like that. And there's one actually up your area, In and Out of the Garden. It's up in like Morrisville, PA. And that's in June. And that's a Grateful Dead fest that you can camp for 3 days. And it's a wonderful get together. And we see each other once a year. They have a lot of Dead bands and other jam bands that play first weekend in June. And it's just so great to see everyone, and everybody's so happy to be there. It's just like,
I think that's why you got
release.
kind of like emotional because it is like those experiences you're talking about. It's just, they're just such good like experiences, and like the happiness that you're talking about and the good vibes and everybody just getting along and like living in peace, and all the people you meet along the way and that you connect and this and that. Like, I'm literally getting goosebumps right now. I don't know why I'm getting goosebumps, but I feel like maybe that's why that question was so emotional, was because of like all those feelings just hit you at once when I asked you. You know what I mean?
Put all your work trouble away, you know, whatever
Everything
you're
just
stressing
goes
about,
away.
you don't have to worry about that. For 3 hours, you're out seeing music and you're having a good time.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about stuff. It just takes you to a nice, wonderful place.
Yeah. Like I always say to people, whoever created us knew what they were doing with one of our favorite plants, 2 of our favorite plants, and music.
Agreed.
Anyways, all right. Well, thank you again, Rich Stoller.
You got it.
All right.
Thank you, Drea. It's very nice to meet you.
You
and
too.
This is a wonderful experience. I appreciate it.
Yes, and we are going to see each other on our travels, I'm sure.
You got it.
And I'll let bands know if, well, you have enough bands, but
All good.
you know what I'm saying.
Put the word out. I'll give you
I'll
a
put the
card.
word
I'll
out.
give you a card later.
Yeah, we'll get a card and I'll promote your stuff.
Awesome.
Cool.
Appreciate
All right.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Until next time, keep creating, keep connecting, and keep building together. Remember, we're in this together, so let's keep each other's shine alive.